Hi, it's Kada. I love to turn Barbie and friends into characters from my favorite TV show and movies, especially when they're from my favorite genre, horror and spooky films. And since spooky season has officially begun, I thought I'd kick things off with the weird and wonderful world of Beetlejuice, the 1988 cult classic with ghosts, a gothy teen, art world freaky divas, and one troublemaking bio-exorcist. So in this video, I'm giving 5 Barbies and Kens a Beetlejuice-inspired makeover. And I'm also throwing in one extra character that I just couldn't resist. Our first character is the strange and unusual Lydia Deetz. So this is actually a Manx doll head on a Barbie body. And she is covered from head to toe in black. She's got the classic, separated bangs. And of course, the big gothy hat. This hat is actually from a Beetlejuice Lydia Monster High doll, so it is appropriately oversized. The camera also came with that doll. And this dress is actually from some Victorian character Barbie that I have that fits perfectly on Lydia. I will say this doll's hair is much longer than Lydia's actual hair, but that's okay because you don't even really see the back. It blends in so well with this dress, but it's also good for hiding the back of the dress, which had a V-neck with lace. So I know that Lydia doesn't always have big dark circles around her eyes, but there definitely are some scenes where she does, and that's what I wanted to mirror. I mean, it looks so perfect with this outfit, but I didn't want to paint on the doll's face, so I took some Scotch tape and I put it underneath her eyes. And then I just marked up with pencil the Scotch tape underneath her eyes so that all I have to do is peel this right off and the doll is fine. For shoes, I just gave Lydia some black ankle boots. And look at this. You may have noticed this doll actually has a prosthetic leg. That is the Barbie that I put this Manx head on, but it's okay because with this massive black dress, you don't actually see Lydia's leg. But you know what? How much you want to bet that Lydia would think that having a prosthetic leg is pretty cool? What would Beetlejuice be without our iconic gothic girl, Lydia Deetz? Next, we have my personal favorite character, Delia. Delia is a New York City artist being forced to live out in the country, but dang it, she's gonna gut out this house and make it her own, or she's gonna go insane and take you with her. I absolutely love the way Delia dresses, even for dinner. She's got these gloves, these tied gloves in her hair as a headband. And then another outfit that I really just wanted to combine with the gloves in the hair was when she's wearing one arm-length glove and one arm without a glove. And I just kind of went wild with Delia's outfit. I figured, she would probably love to wear something like this, especially look at these shoes. Aren't they kind of perfection for Delia? They really scream art to me. And of course, Delia is always wearing these large statement earrings, so these were perfect for her. This doll normally has long red hair. It is very curly, so I just put it up because I think Delia has shorter hair. So I just gave this redhead Barbie an updo, and yeah, these are actually black Barbie gloves that I tied into Delia's hair to completely finish the look. Dressing Delia was so much fun. I feel like there were so many different ways that I could have gone because as an artist, especially an artist in the 80s, almost all of Delia's outfits are highly creative, bold choices in fashion. So she was so much fun to design. Of course, we couldn't have the Beetlejuice movie without a little bit of Delia's dangerous art. So my husband made this. You remember what? This is actually, I think, like a chair, but obviously it's not like chair size for this Delia, but it could still like attack. But isn't this fun? My husband, who is an artist himself, made this out of molding clay, mirroring some of the ridiculous artwork in the Deetz's house. So yeah, this character alone was one of the reasons why I wanted to do Beetlejuice. Next, we have the Maitlands, Adam and Barbara. So, wow, Adam was so hard to make because I didn't have a buffalo check shirt. So this was actually made from a Jean Marshall doll, you know, like 16-inch fashion doll. This was one of her capes. I didn't want to cut it or anything like that, so this is precariously pinned into Adam's red shirt. He does wear a red shirt underneath and khakis and a belt and just these regular black loafers. I did have some glasses that I was able to give Adam, so pretty dang good. And of course we have Adam's lovely ghost wife, Barbara. Boy, finding a dress for her that matches that sort of like long sleeve, flowery, casual prairie style dress that Barbara wears, that was so hard for me to find. You know what I discovered? Out of all of the like hundreds of Barbie dresses that I have, almost none of them have sleeves. Isn't that weird? Go take a look at your Barbie dress collection and let me know in the comments how many of your Barbie dresses actually have sleeves. Isn't that incredible? Like so few, at least in my collection. So for Barbara, I had to put two things together, and that is a long sleeve gingham shirt with a strappy nightgown. And it's kind of okay that this dress looks super nightgowny because, you know, they're just relaxing at home. They're on vacation, staycation. And it does kind of look like Barbara's just comfortable at home in like her home dress, right? And this was the closest that I could get to that sort of casual, flowery home look that Barbara has. This Barbie, the Irish Barbie, she does come with curly, sort of reddish hair, but she didn't come with bangs. You know, Barbara has that classic, like, kind of 80s perm with a little bit of curly bangs. And so I had to sort of finagle Irish Barbie's curls to give her some bangs. Of course, she does have a Steffi face, so that is very recognizable for Barbie. But Geena Davis is such a beautiful woman that I can really see her pulling off a Steffi look, right? Like, she's got that gorgeous pout that the Steffi Barbie has. So this Irish Barbie with a Steffi face, yeah, pretty good for Geena Davis, I think. I did get the shoes right. I mean, they like almost are exactly the light pink flats that Barbara wears. And of course, Barbara is holding the handbook for the recently deceased. Can you believe I have that in Barbie size? That actually came with my Beetlejuice Monster High dolls. One of my favorite scenes in Beetlejuice is when the Maitlands are starting to realize that they're ghosts and they're trying to read through the handbook for the recently deceased. It's a terrible book. They're having a hard time getting through it. And Adam sees someone outside and he's trying to get her attention. Hey. And Barbara's like, Adam, they're not going to see you. They're not going to see you. We're ghosts. The handbook says that the living won't see the dead. And Adam says, can't or won't? And she's like, it just says won't. That's just so existential, isn't it? Like, we choose not to see the dead. We could, but we choose not to. But then, of course, Lydia comes around, and not only can she see them, but she can also clearly read the handbook for the recently deceased. She's an expert at it. And now, the character you've all been waiting for, the namesake of the film, don't say his name 3 times, Beetlejuice! I know! Look at this. Okay, this is actually a Ken, a vintage Ken. In like a Beetlejuice suit if it were designed by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Right? I mean, like, look at how oversized it is. It totally looks like something David Byrne would wear in the 80s. Okay, but there is a reason why this suit is so large, but also looks good on Mr. Snazzy Beetlejuice here. So finding a Beetlejuice suit for Ken to wear was so hard. I ended up buying like a Beetlejuice plushie, which was way too big. Way too big. Nothing that I could really find online until I found this. This is a Beetlejuice backpack in like plushie form. You may notice that Ken is not this big. So it's a smidge large, but this is all I got to work with, and it's better than nothing. It's better than anything I had before, which was nothing. So I'm gonna make this work. I don't know what I'm gonna do with a naked Beetlejuice plushie when I'm done though. So this has been cut and pinned. Could I have sewn it and tailored it a little bit better? Yeah, but I couldn't be bothered. So instead it's just pinned in here a lot. But the good thing about having this plushie is then I could also use its hair to give my Ken some Beetlejuice hair. And I did go ahead and paint Ken's face. Did I use the tape? No, I didn't use the tape because I really wanted to see if the liquid eyeliner pens that I bought would work well for painting a doll's face. And it totally did. And we're gonna see at the end of this video if I can get it off. Will it come off? We'll find out together. And this is a vintage Ken. Like, what was I thinking? It's okay. Even if it doesn't come off, I kind of like it. So yeah, gave him the black around his eyes, kind of the like awful, sloppy 5 o'clock shadow. The green, like weird, is that mold that he has on his face. And it's okay that it's really like sloppy white because Beetlejuice does have a real pasty white complexion. I also painted his hands white, and then he's just got these regular boots. I didn't have just a plain black tie, but the tie that I chose with the green and white and black stripes, could that be any more fitting for Beetlejuice? It's pretty friggin' perfect. So yeah, he's the ghost with the most, babe. But wait, I have one more extra special Beetlejuice character for you. Can you guess who it is? No, it's not Juno, their social worker, although I would have loved to have done Juno. It is the Deetz's interior designer, Otho. Okay, now, there's a story with this outfit. Do you remember the scene where they're all sitting on the roof and they're having drinks? And Otho is there and he's wearing like a black kind of kimono. It's like all black, but it definitely has like an Asian vibe to it. And he's got these like sunglasses on and he's just coolest of the cool. That's the look I was going for with this very retro diva Ken. It's like, what's he doing with a robe on the roof? Did he stay the night there? Like, why is he there in a robe? I don't know, but I love it, and it's very Otho. My husband's like, that Ken's not big enough. Like, Otho is a curvy man, but I didn't have any curvy male dolls. Like, one of you and I were just talking in the comments about where are our curvy Kens? Bring them. So this is Otho after the weight loss. You look hot either way, Otho. So thanks so much for coming along with me today as I gave these 6 dolls a Beetlejuice-inspired makeover. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. And with spooky season in full force, let me know in the comments what other spooky characters you would like to see Barbie and Ken turn into. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye! It's showtime!